Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Jackass Retro. My name is Matt. Got a lot to get through today, so I'm just going to cut right to the chase on this one. This is everything that sold yesterday, which is Sunday, March 13th, 2022. We sold 47 items across 41 orders for a total of $648, and they're all paid. So let's just not waste any time and jump right in. All right. This here is basically a memory card from Mad Catz for the Xbox. I do sell video game stuff from time to time if I find it. I had this sitting in my death pile since last April approximately. Picked up a bunch of video game stuff from a friend of mine, and this just didn't get listed. I went through and I listed everything I had in my video game backstock, and this was in there. And sold it for $446 plus shipping. You know, it's not glamorous, but you know, it all adds up. We've got Main Street View and Lions T up here. You can see that sign, Delaney Coy. Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Obviously seen some better days. This is an undivided back card, unposted, but missing the corner. Sold for $2.95 plus shipping. This is an 8x10 photograph of the Blue Comet locomotive, Central Railroad, New Jersey. Not sure why the back looks like that, but yep, it does. Actual original photograph, this is probably from the 1940s, maybe 30s. Sold for $20 on an offer I was sent and accepted. I sold a hat. Star Wars Episode 1 Pepsi promotional. Nothing much to say about this one. $12.92 plus shipping, picked up at a garage sale over the summer. We've got Mount Lowe Scenic Railway outside of Los Angeles, California. You can see the cool, like, twisty-turny railway here. Divided back, 1907. Sold for $4.95 plus shipping. Came from a eBay lot that I purchased. We have the Courthouse and Public Square in Sydney, Ohio. White border. Pretty ho-hum, normal kind of stuff. Courthouses, I'll usually just list them. If they're nothing special, list them at this price at $2.95. This one sent out a 5% off offer. Somebody took it, and it sold for $2.80. Here is a 1964 Mattel Thing Maker. I've talked about these before in these videos. Bought a whole bunch of these right off of eBay in December, listed them individually. They've been selling off ever since. This one here sold for $16.16 plus shipping. This is a really cool mid-century modern, like handmade paperweight. That's what I call it anyways. Not sure what else you would use it for. Really pretty. It's got a couple of these acrylic marbles in here that you can see through. Been in the store for a long time. I'm surprised it took so long to sell. And but it did finally. I took an offer for $30, and happy to see it gone. I had actually forgotten I had this. And it actually went out to one of those Delaware freight forwarding companies. So hopefully this is the last I see of it, but there's a good chance it might not be. I do sell 78 RPM records. This is Ben Alley with many happy returns of the day on a Perfect Records label. This is a good niche to get into if you can learn how to ship them and how to grade them. A lot of people are intimidated by record grading. It's not that difficult to learn how to do. 78s you can usually get for pennies, if not dimes. And this one here sold for $15 plus shipping. We have Mount Katahdin from the Togue Pond in Maine. This one came from Just in Time Flipping. Purchased a couple of large lots of postcards from him. This was in there, sold for $4.46 plus shipping. St. Veronica's Church and Parish House in Ambridge, Pennsylvania, listed and sold same day. I was going through a lot of my backstock Pennsylvania cards and got this one listed, sold very quickly, $4.95 plus shipping. Another video game. Not sure where this one came from, but it's Brute Force for the Xbox. Wasn't up for terribly long. I just listed this when I was going through the video game stuff. Sold for $7.15 plus shipping. This is a album, not the greatest of pictures, but the band is Black Oak, Arkansas, with Keep the Faith on Adco Records. Very good condition. Sold for $8.96 plus shipping. This is a ashtray by the Craftsman Company. Not that Craftsman Company. It's a hand-hammered copper Craftsman Company. Or forge, or whatever you want to call it. This hand-hammered stuff is really good to pick up. You can find it all the time at thrift shops. A lot of people walk by it, but I sell it all the time. In fact, I'm out of this kind of stuff to sell right now because it's all sold. And I haven't been to a thrift shop in months. So this actually came from the collector I've been making some purchases from, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Really cool chrome postcard. This is home of Estes Industries. They make model rockets. By the way, model rockets, if you can find them vintage sealed, can go for crazy money. I've sold quite a few of them. So I knew to price this postcard up a little bit, especially since I found no comps. I had it up for $20. It was on a 10% off sale, and then I sent a offer out for an additional 10% off, and somebody took me up on it. So this is really cool advertising postcard. Ain't much to look at, but the connection to the model rockets is what sold it. This is a Maryland Collegiate Institute building. Union Bridge, Maryland, 1906, undivided back. Sold for $10 plus shipping. Got trains, planes, and automobiles, like I always say. Illinois Central Observation Train. This is the number 3305. Sold for $5.63 plus shipping. Got State Capitol of Salem, Oregon. Pretty standard price I do on these, either $2.95, $3.95, somewhere in there. Divided back, sold for $3.19 plus shipping. Really nice New Year's postcard with the little classic line here, should old acquaintance be forgot, with some thistles. Very pretty. It's actually a lot prettier in person, so I'm sure the buyer will be very happy when they get it. Sold for $3.75 plus shipping. Durango, Colorado. This is the Animas River Valley. This sold very quickly. Came from the recent auction lot I picked up when I was in Colorado. The next three cards went out to the same buyer for a total of $16.44. We have some Army tanks in action, World War II era linen postcard. This is the New York World's Fair at night, the theme center. And Field Hospital Ambulance Practice at Military Camp, World War I era card. Got to see the guys on the stretcher there. He's just playing dead. They're practicing. So those three cards sold for $16.44 plus shipping. This is a USGS 15-minute topographical map from 1939. These were done with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and I purchased a huge number of these for $15. They were just sitting in the corner of a basement at an estate sale pickup I did. I've been selling them off pretty much right about this price since I got them. This one went out for $29.66. I've been selling them off pretty regularly between about $25 and $35. Sell probably one every couple of months, and really easy to ship. A little bit more difficult to list because they're all rolled up. But what I do for these is I actually just take a large framed poster glass that no longer has the poster in it, and I lay it on my floor, as you can see by what's around here. lay the glass over the top of it so it stays flat, and then try to get some good lighting on it, and then get it at an angle where I don't get a reflection, and that's how I list it. So pretty happy, $30 on that one. We have Brown's Landing in Hilton, California. This is on the Russian River. Russian River, very good seller for me, especially real photos of the Russian River. This one came from the recent pickup from local collector. Sent out a 5% off offer on the $14.95 it was listed for, and it sold for $14.20. Real photo postcard. This is Brownsville, Tennessee, Haywood County Courthouse. This came from a large collection of real photos of courthouses, churches, and covered bridges that I purchased in the summer of 2020. Sold for $25 plus shipping. This is Port Huron and Mackinac Island boat race in Michigan. Linen postcard, posted. Sold for $5.63 plus shipping. Ooh, there we go. This is Olive Bridge and Gorge at Ashokan Dam, Catskills, New York. I think I said something in there I said wrong. I'm sure of it. This one here sold for $5.36 plus shipping. We have an elementary school in Onslow, Iowa. This one came from the recent pickup from a local collector, real photo, sold for $6.60 plus shipping. This is a sewing pattern. I had bought out a sewing closet at an estate sale in, 2019, November of 2019. These patterns sat in my back stock since then. I never listed them, never went through them, never processed them. Last month, part of my listing, or this month, I should say, earlier this month was part of my listing challenge to get all of them listed, which I have done. So this one was in there. It sold for $4.95 plus shipping. We have the U.S. Marine Corps Memorial in Arlington, Virginia, linen postcard, seen better days, sold for $1.95 plus shipping. And then bird's eye view of Bridgeport, Connecticut, another linen postcard, sold for $2.80 plus shipping. First Presbyterian Church in Brooklyn, New York. Hey, just because the big cities, aren't always the most valuable, sometimes they can be. This is a gray craft. I've talked about these before on my postcard only what sold. I really like the grayscale, early chrome linen era black and whites. This is in that category. I could find no comps for this particular church and at this particular card. There was a couple of similar images of the church that had sold for some decent money. I put mine up for $19.95 plus shipping. It took about 2 weeks and sold for that amount. We have a nice little, I would say, call this arts and crafts Santa Claus. Elven Santa Claus is what I said. Sold for $12. I took an offer on this one. Plus shipping. Came from I don't know where this one came from, but it's a nice, cute little Santa Claus postcard. Biggest sale of the day is this vintage Powercraft Transit model 84-6497-1. It's surveying level transit. Really good condition. Been stored in its case pretty much its whole life from what I can tell. It had no nicks or scratches, just really good condition. Had the original manual, original box, oak box, as we can see right back here. I listed this last month for $71.95, and that is what it sold for, plus shipping. We have Detroit Lake Drive in Detroit, Minnesota. This one was hiding amongst my Massachusetts postcards. When I was listing those, I listed it anyways. Sold for $3.95 plus shipping very quickly. This is Atlanta, Georgia, Emory University Administration Building, chrome postcard. Beautiful Atlanta. Sold for $3.55 plus shipping. We have the Mountain Railway at Avalon in Santa Catalina Island. Pretty unusual to have a view of this particular railway. It's unposted, really good condition. Sold for $22.95 plus shipping. I do not know where I got this, but definitely a good one. Presbyterian Church in Martinsville, Virginia. Linen postcard, $1.95 plus shipping. Tucson, Arizona. Bird's eye view, aerial view, whatever you want to call it. Another chrome postcard. This came from the Colorado auction lot. Sold for $3.55 plus shipping. We have the at Bay, the bear in menagerie. I'm going to try this again. A bear in the menagerie at Point Defiance Park in Tacoma, Washington. It's a bear. This one came from a local collector friend. Sold for $5.63 plus shipping. Here we have Tatoosh Island at Cape Flattery here in Washington State. Very cool. This tiny little village here that you can only get out to on this little isthmus right there. Sold for $6.95 plus shipping. Also came from the local collector. Our last 5 cards all went to the same buyer for $21.58. We'll just go through all of them. So first up is selectees arriving at Camp Claiborne, Louisiana. This one came from a estate auction lot that I won. We have Orville Ewing of Pritchett, Colorado, and his touring menagerie. I think I got this from the local collector. We have the Soldiers and Sailors Monument in Indianapolis, Indiana. Undivided back. This one's from the collection of Mr. Herbert Love. This is the Old Orchard Beach, Maine. I have bathing beauties on the beach. Usually anytime women in bathing suits on a beach, I usually will put bathing beauties. It's a good keyword to use. And the final card of the video and the final item of this video is the shore of Lake Superior. This is North Shore Drive, Minnesota, an unposted chrome postcard. And that, folks, is that. That was a lot. If you made it to the end, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.